My name is Ina Campbell. I worked at the Royal Crown Derby for 8 years. I worked in the department called in the clay department, but my role was to work in the greenhouse, and I did the inspection of all the things that were done from the clay. Cups, um, thimbles. I check the shapes, the whatever cracks, whatever defects that were there. Even sometimes it's not marked what the defects are, but I could turn them out. I could see the defects. I used to use what you call paraffin to check the cracks. We started with the handle by putting with a brush, dipped in the paraffin and go right down on the handle, and it shows the crack up immediately. Sometimes there are boards that the cups come to me on, and you'll have like 6 dozen cups on one board. Some of the cups I have to put them together face to face for them to go in the kiln, and then I would have them on the board. I made the paste to stick those cups together, and together like that they goes into the kiln. And I had to carry that board from where I sat to put it on a shelf on my head. And I have to balance it. I have to balance that board from here, from where I put them together, and put it on a shelf over there. And you'll have people come in and look at you doing all these things and wondered how you do it, because you've got 2 cups standing one on top of the other. And I put them on there without them falling off. And the people that works in the kiln, these were men that works in the kiln, come for them, and they would do the same by carrying them on their shoulder or on their head to place in the kiln. And when it goes in the kiln, that is called, after the bake, it's called the biscuit, because it becomes biscuit. And the white comes out white. The clay that makes the cup comes from, some of them are in liquid form. It goes into a mold, and then it comes out in the shape, or whatever the mold of the shape were. As you mentioned, Dewsbury, we have the Dewsbury cup, and you have, when they're decorated, some of them are called the 1128, which was something similar to one of those patterns.
Yeah, it's a bit like that.
Similar. Yeah, 1128. Very expensive, of course, because they have to be decorated and by hand and gilding and whatever. And the shapes, they got to be right. If it's round, they got to be round. And I could take up a cup and I can tell you if this handle is straight or if it's lean. For many people, the cup would seem perfect. But when I inspect it, there's a lot of flaws. And the handle would be twisted all over the place. Yeah, and I did that job for 8 years. And my reason for leaving, there were redundancies coming out at that time. So, hence, I was made redundant. Well, I enjoyed working there. And let me say that the things that thrown away because everything got to be perfect coming out of Crown Dog. Everything got to be perfect. And if things were not quite right, instead of giving it to us, they would throw it away. They would break them.
Throw it away.
Yeah, they would break them up. The amount of things that throws in this cake, because their reputation got to be number one.
Well done.
And yes, I think I've said enough. My
Amazing.
Very nice.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a family business.
family business.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's quite a happy place to work.
Yes, it was.
Everybody I've met who's worked there said it was quite a
Yes.
happy place to work.
Yeah. It wasn't many of our people
Works
that
there.
worked there at the time.
Mm.
I want to get to the edge. What year was that?
Well, yeah.
When you was working?
Let me say, I worked there.
Don't
can see what you were.
A friend of mine worked there
Around cups of tea, man.
years after. The kids also after. You must have left places like that.
Yeah.
So I know people.
We were there in the 70s. We were there in the 70s.
Yeah,
70s.
70s, 80s.
70s.
Nowadays, the stuff that you say isn't perfect and it gets, so if it hasn't been fired, you can recycle it, so they can break it back up into the, like they make it liquid again.
Or the kids.
No,
I don't know if they did that.
no. Because whatever they did had to come straight from the clay itself.
Yeah, okay.
There was nothing recycled.
Yeah, okay.
She said no.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, now they do it.
So long as it's not been fired, it can be recycled.
Oh,
Once
okay.
it's been fired, what
Yeah.
they do with the stuff that's second is they give it, they use it, and they send it to be used as road platings. So like it's maintenance the base of the M25 or something.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing. Because the sheer professionalism of your role is just
Oh, just as I forget to say, there was a time they'd done a raffle, and the book with the tickets came round to me, and it was the last ticket in the book, and it was 90, and I bought the ticket, and I won. And it was a big 1128, the biggest size, because they have 3 sizes.
Yeah.
And it was the biggest size. And when the 90, they sold the number of the ticket, I couldn't believe. I just couldn't believe.
That was your lucky day.
Yes. And everybody running around, I was selling to them. I said, no, even if it will buy me house.
You wouldn't sell it.
I did not.
Oh, that's nice.
What did you get it? And it's the biggest size of the 1128, with the gold and the,
Sometimes
you know,
Imari.
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 And yeah, and I still got it. I passed it down to my children.
I'll get money in museum.
That's really lovely.
Yes. Yes, that was something.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to buy it. I wasn't one that usually buy raffle tickets, but I thought, you know what, take my chance.
That was a good
And
one.
it paid off.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was number 90.
Oh,
So anybody
you'll never
wants to
forget
buy
it.
it,
You'll never forget that number.
Yes, those were the days, weren't they?
Tell me about it.
I don't think the price of depreciate.
No, not if 1128.
Not
probably
the
the-
1128.
It's got some notes on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got some notes on it. It wouldn't, like your friend, you wouldn't be able to buy your friend a house. But
No.
you can.
Yeah.
You could have a nice little upgrade or something. But you should keep it because it's part of your story.
I'm your friend.
Everyone's a
Are you buying
friend.
your friend? Are you buying